Hey guys, welcome to NewsBlast. Mike Walters and
Gary.
So, look, we've got a story that's pretty heavy. We've literally come out of the newsroom breaking a bunch of stories on this. Mark Salling from Glee has died of an apparent suicide. Here's what we know so far. Mark Salling, as you know, was just convicted and sentenced to...
Pled guilty to possession of child pornography, one of those charges being a prepubescent minor.
Right,
so
and was facing, about to do a very long stretch in prison.
He agreed to 4 to 7 years.
Right.
So
and so what has happened is today, around 8:50 a.m., he was found dead in near the an LA riverbed, not too far from the home he had in Southern California. For you guys that aren't in LA, it's about an hour from where we are in Hollywood. What you're looking at is the kind of wooded area that the body was found. That's the LA County Coroner's van and LAPD. One of the reasons, just so you know, LAPD is there. The original call came in from members of Mark's family and friends who were concerned they had not talked to him, and they specifically said that he may be suicidal.
Well, they went and they filed a missing persons report this morning. So they go in to LAPD, they file a missing person report. They say that he's been depressed, that he's suicidal. We actually have obtained the exclusive audio from the dispatch immediately after the family member made that report. Do we have that? We don't. Okay, so go to theblast.com. Obviously, this is literally, we just put it
right,
up.
It's happening.
Go to
theblast.com.
We have the dispatch audio. The cops say that he is depressed, possibly suicidal. He was last seen around 11:30 p.m. on Monday evening, wearing a long sleeve black shirt and black pants. So this kind of sparked the LAPD to start looking for him and try and do some sort of welfare check, which eventually led to the discovery.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, guys, I think we can all understand what's going on here. This is a guy who was accused and then convicted of very terrible things. It makes sense that his family would think and say to officers that he's depressed and suicidal. Mark Salling, again, if you don't know, starred in Glee, a very popular television show, has killed himself and is dead at the age of 35.
Now, there's no bones about it. I mean, prison is not a good place for somebody that's been convicted of the crimes that he was convicted of to be. Yeah, and clearly he was having a lot of issues.
Child pornography. Sorry.
Yeah, clearly he was, coming to terms. He was going to be sentenced in March, so coming to terms that he was going to be going away. Obviously, this had ruined his career, his life, friendships, his legacy, everything. Obviously, he was, dealing with a lot with that. Now, we actually got an exclusive statement from his attorney and the family. They said, "I can confirm that Mark Salling passed away early this morning. Mark was a gentle and loving person, a person of great creativity, who was doing his best to atone for some serious mistakes and errors of judgment. He is survived by his mother, father, and his brother." Interesting.
Yeah, look, and I want to sort of end this by saying this is a fluid situation. We have broken a few stories on theblast.com. As this unfolds, come back to the website. We will keep publishing information. As we speak, what has just happened as we sat down here, they have taken Mark's body. We have video of them taking it out of the riverbed area, putting it into the
body
corners.
bag, obviously.
Yeah, of course, into the coroner's van. They are taking him to the coroner's office. They'll do a full death investigation to confirm exactly the manner of death. We are told there is talk amongst investigators that he may have hung himself, although they've just come on scene and, like I said, taking the body away from there. They will have all these reports finished. We will bring that information to you as it comes in. But like I said, Mark Salling has died.
It's so sad. You know what I want to know is, obviously this is just talking this out because as it's going on, but for his family to go file a missing persons report this morning, or very early in the morning.
Yeah, I think it was night into morning.
Yeah, which means they said he was last seen around 11:30. There was something that happened last night that obviously we've laid it out. He's dealing with a lot, but some specific thing sparked his family to be worried. There was either a phone call placed or some conversation that was had where his family became worried at this moment. To go in the middle of the night to the cops, that means there was a dire situation.
Yeah, we spoke to... It's a good point. We spoke to LAPD, who said that they started a search for Mark, but the actual body wasn't found due to that search that his family launched with LAPD.
Interesting.
The body was found separately. Obviously, it was him, and then, it came full circle. But yeah, I agree. I think that, like I said, I keep saying this, but, we're putting a lot of this exclusive information on theblast.com. It's a fluid situation. I believe we'll probably, and you will hear as soon as we do, more about what happened last night, why all this started. I agree with you. They knew something was happening with him. We will also let you know if he left anything as far as family, as far as notes or any kind of situation like that. We are gathering that information. I will say I'm going to do one more story because I've worked on it with Gary and I want to do it, but I do need to get back to the newsroom. Like I said, you guys are on NewsBlast on Facebook Live. This stuff is happening as we're talking to you, and so I need to go back to the newsroom. Tara's going to come in and talk to you about some of the other great stories on theblast.com.
We have some positive
There's
stuff.
some positive stuff, but I'm going to stay for the other news story that is not positive. So Scott Baio and Nicole Eggert are at war over an allegation Nicole has made that Scott Baio had sexually had contact with her as a minor. Specifically, she has done an interview with Megyn Kelly, and she has said on the record that Mark had touched her as a starting. What's that? I'm sorry.
Scott had touched her.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Nicole has said Scott touched her sexually, starting at the age of 14, ongoing through the end of her role on Charles in Charge. There has been some back and forth. Just to give you some background real quick, Nicole has started to say some of this on social media.
Yeah.
She did an interview with Dr. Oz, which never aired. But Scott Baio has been adamant. He went on Facebook, and not only that, he sicked his lawyers on Nicole and on Dr. Oz to say, these are not true allegations against me. He does admit that he had sexual contact with her after she was 18, and even admitted that it was a one-time thing and it was sex, but it was after the show Charles in Charge had ended, and the day that, and it's interesting, Scott even put this on Facebook, a picture of the last script of the filming of the show was in May of 1990.
Yeah.
By that point, she was 18. So it would have been consensual sex amongst two adults. But Nicole Eggert is not backing down here. She is adamant that this is time's up, and she is going to tell the world, and she already has started, like I said with Megyn Kelly, what it is that happened to her, that he is a perpetrator of these crimes, and she is saying that she is not going to be quieted by threats from his attorneys. She's hired Lisa Bloom, and if you haven't heard of Lisa Bloom, a lot of you have. She represents many victims against powerful men in Hollywood and in businesses, including Harvey Weinstein, where
she also reps
there
Harvey
are
Weinstein.
Victims. Well, she started repping him, and then she represents many victims, not only of Harvey Weinstein, but the senator from Alabama. I mean, she is literally doing this around the clock. So, look, I think. And I will end by saying this, and we'll go from there, but that this is not the end of this story. Scott Baio is definitely going to respond to what she said about him, and it may become a legal fight because, like I said, we have obtained a letter from him to Dr. Oz, from Scott Baio to Dr. Oz, saying, you can't air this because it's false. Now, Megyn Kelly did the interview, put the information out, and like I said, I think you'll hear more about this from Scott.
And we also have the audio, the exclusive audio of Nicole talking about this on a radio show a few years ago. She, this is when these allegations first came out. She was a little unclear about when exactly everything occurred. Now, she did admit that they did not have sex until she was 18, until the show had ended, but she was muddy on the when exactly the sexual contact did occur, and it sounds like she is saying stuff did happen during the show.
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that originally the argument between these two, as I said, it started was that she had started to say that maybe there was contact sexually as a minor between her and him, but wasn't specific. And then he came out firing, saying, this is all not true. And if you get more specific, I will come after you. And then
she got more specific.
She got more specific, right. And it's worse. The more specific stuff is worse. It's interesting. This is eerily similar to some of the Harvey Weinstein stuff where it's an actress and a movie mogul. These two work together. And there was time, and she is saying some of this happened while there and while working on this TV show. So I think, again, not only Scott Baio's in the crosshairs here, but it is kind of the atmosphere in Hollywood at the time, and up until very recently, that people, especially actresses, felt they couldn't say anything because these are powerful, important men that are in these positions, like the lead actor of a show or a head of a movie studio, that they couldn't, report what's going on with them. So I'm going to go back to the newsroom. Like I said, listen, we have just put up video of
the body.
Yeah, we've put up video of Mark Salling coming out. We have photos of his car. He left at the scene, and we will come to you on theblast.com as soon as this is over. Tara's going to come in and talk to you about some other stories. Come back to theblast.com when this is over, and we will be updating the story as it happens. Okay, guys, we'll see you.
Yep. What's that? Oh, we have video now? Yeah. Whoa. Okay, we actually do have the video. As we're doing a costume change real quick. Mike's going to turn into Tara. We'll show you this video of Mark Salling's body leaving this. Oh, this is the Eggert video. Oh, yeah, let's roll it. Let's hear it. This is the exclusive video that we got of Nicole Eggert talking about Scott Baio on a radio show a couple years ago. This is what started everything.
It says that you dated him too. Is that correct? Scott Baio?
I didn't date
You never dated Scott? You just hooked up with him?
Yeah.
During the show?
No, you know what? No, I mean a little bit during the show, but later in the years. I mean, everybody
during
always.
the show? How old were you?
Weird.
Okay, that's the thing that everybody
Isn't that
has, like
child
a big.
molestation?
That's what everybody has.
He was
this
like
whole-
your uncle.
Charles.
Okay, sorry.
Wasn't Charles taking care of you?
Charles was in charge, right? Okay, so that's what everybody thinks is so crazy, and there's this whole like thing out there that we dated and la 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 la. Yeah, there was some flirting. Yeah, there was some messing around later when I was like 16. And don't forget, I mean, he was in his 20s.
Yeah, it was
He was in his 20s
legal back then, right?
Kinda. I mean,
So
to mess around,
you're
not
okay
to
with
have
that?
sex. We did.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
here, me, Mike, and Gary here. Or
Yep. I am Mike's clone.
That was good. That was
something
impressive.
Went wrong in the cloning process.
Better than David Copperfield. All right, we bring in Tara for a little more. What'd you just do to your hair? It just changed.
I just
Wow.
did a little flip
Little zhuzh to
action,
it?
little zhuzh action. Yeah.
yeah. Donald Glover,
Donald Glover. First of
AKA
all,
formerly Childish Gambino.
we can't call him that anymore.
I know.
I'm
It
kinda
seems
sad.
like it's. Well, what's funny is a lot of people are just realizing that Childish Gambino and Donald Glover are the same person.
Yeah,
And
one
now-
of our close
And now
friends
he's
just
saying-
found that out.
Now he's saying nope, no more.
He's retiring the moniker.
Yeah, at all. So we got some video of Donald Glover coming into LA from New York. He just had a big win at the Grammys for Redbone, and he was trying to make the Black Panther premiere. He is wearing a mask, and this is becoming more and more common.
Yeah.
This is a thing. Do we have that video? We do. Let's check out this video real quick. You can see.
What's up, Donald? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Louis season, man. Can't be too careful. Hey, who's more talented? You or Jamie Foxx?
I don't know, Jamie's got it up on me right now. But
Do you think?
he's got.
Here's the thing.
Interesting.
The flu is gnarly right now.
Yeah.
Widespread,
and
deadly.
Extremely deadly.
Yeah, especially somebody like Donald Glover, celebrities, actresses, actors. You're traveling a lot. You're on planes. People are disgusting, and people are coughing, and this flu especially. They're saying that it can be transmitted just by breathing on someone.
Absolutely, which is terrifying. Yeah, no, I'm pretty glad that he's protecting himself from all the germs. I think that's very smart. However, he did have one side effect of this, which is that it made it more difficult for the camera guys to kind of hear what he was saying. So that was pretty wise of him to be able to avoid questions
It was good.
that way.
We have the full video up on theblast.com. You can check out. He talks a little bit about Jamie Foxx and just his admiration for him, but. It's funny because he's talking the whole time. It's like, But hey, no flu though. Good for him.
Yeah, no flu, but even through the mask, you can kind of hear what he says. So definitely go check it out.
He made the Black Panther premiere.
Which
and looked amazing. Do we have that photo?
Just one of the
he looks so good.
Yeah, that one you just showed. Yeah,
that
boom.
orange suit. It's just
He looks so
satin
good.
perfection. Yeah, and the shirt he has underneath and the embroidery. I thought this was an incredible
Awesome.
look for him. Without the mask, he looks great. He wore similar shoes to the Grammys, actually.
Yeah.
I like this look on him, and I think this is a good look for
A
men.
lot of, I mean, we have the full gallery up on the Blast of the Black
Yeah.
Panther premiere. It was awesome as far as the fashion there. It was just bright, beautiful colors. I mean, it was very, very cool.
Everybody killed it, from Lupita to Angela Bassett. Snoop Dogg even came out in some pretty snazzy looking threads.
Pretty great.
It was very nice, so definitely go check that out on theblast.com.
I can't wait to see that. I'm excited.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for that movie.
I know.
And they all said afterward, like,
Everyone says it's amazing.
yeah, this is incredible. You're gonna want to see this multiple times.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty
It's
good.
gonna be good. From LA
Oh.
to New York, back to New York.
We're going to bring you, you're in for one depressing story. Russell Simmons accuser.
Yes.
Yes, Jennifer Jareausick is in New York. She's lining up, and she's doing Megyn Kelly as well. So I believe she's supposed to film later today, or she might have done it already. But this is the woman that filed as we broke the story, filed a $5 million lawsuit against Russell Simmons, accusing him of raping her in his LA home. She has now said that he also raped her in his New York home in 2011. She went to New York to do Megyn Kelly, but she's also planning on meeting with police out there and filing an official report. So that could open the door for, possible criminal charges if it got to that level and it got investigated. Now, these things that, especially the 2016 that she's alleging in LA, is obviously very current. So could still be on the table if she decides to take it to that level.
Absolutely. And did we mention earlier when Mike was here, Nicole will be doing Megyn Kelly
Nicole,
as
yeah,
well.
that's what we talked. Nicole
Right.
was on this morning, and that's when we got into the video and stuff. So, and Megyn Kelly is she's locking them down.
Got some.
Russell Simmons has denied all the allegations, by the way, and it'll be interesting, as a lot of these accusers start doing more interviews and starting in public, what the response is from people. We haven't heard from Russell yet. Now knowing that Jennifer is going to go national with her story, I believe. I mean, a lot of people have gone national, but I believe this may be the first actual on-air interview talking about it.
Right.
So I'm sure he's gonna have a thing or two to say about that,
We
and his
will
attorneys will, I'm sure. Yes.
keep you posted. Moving on, the Hadid sisters, two of my favorite sisters in Hollywood, did a beautiful Vogue cover, but like a dual cover. So they each got their own. Oh my God, they look amazing.
They do look amazing.
Gigi's makeup is unreal. I know that's not what
Who's your favorite Hadid
Gary's
sister?
saying. Ooh, I have to say Gigi. And I really like Bella, and I feel like we get on a level both having dark hair. But yeah, I'm all Gigi all the way. She just looks like she has fun.
I like
in her life.
Muhammad.
Muhammad?
Muhammad's great. Guy doesn't care. He's living his life.
That is a very fair point.
He's my favorite.
He
Hadid.
might have to become my new
Well,
favorite
you
Hadid.
definitely buried the lead on that story.
I did, because I
By
know
the
you're
way.
really excited about it.
Why?
and-
It's not just me. It's why people are excited is because they pose naked together, in a beautiful sensual embrace.
This
Naked
is
embrace.
very, very true. This image that British Vogue released is not only insanely gorgeous, but shot by one of fashion's most famous photographers, Stephen Meisel. He's
Excellent
shot.
work, Mr. Meisel.
Yeah, he did
Yes.
a pretty great job. I mean, he's shot for Versace and Dolce & Gabbana and Calvin Klein. He's done a lot of work with Vogue. He's known for his sort of artistic style.
Vogue's about fashion and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not wearing any clothes. I mean, listen, it's great.
It's excellent.
They're not wearing anything.
Yeah, so he did a really, really excellent job on the covers as
Yeah.
well as on this photo that everyone is talking about.
Is it the I don't know how all this fashion stuff works with the shoots and everything, but does the photographer come up with the idea and then proposition the models, or does Vogue come up with the idea? Like, how
I'm
does?
pretty sure he probably propositions Vogue.
So how does that
or Vogue
conversation
propositions
go?
him
Where
and
he's like,
they come up with creative and then they go to the models.
yeah, where he's like, I have an idea of what we're gonna do with this one. Yeah, ladies. I mean,
This is a sisterly bond
clearly,
on a whole new level.
clearly, good for them. They're beautiful.
They are gorgeous. I don't know if I would. I don't have a sister. So I don't know if
They
I
have
would
a
pose
they have
with
a
her.
brother that is a model too, aren't they? Antoine, is that his name?
Yeah, I think he did.
That's right.
Gets left out.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want him in the huddle.
No,
the
I mean he
Hadid
can be
sisters.
left out of this
Yeah,
one.
it
Would've
just
been awkward.
sounds better, like clean, just the two of them. So good for them.
Yes, congrats.
Jay-Z is prepping to make a big move into the food business,
I'm sure it's gonna be delicious.
and hopefully there's a lot of pasta.
Lots of pasta. Yeah, he likes pasta a lot.
He does
apparently.
like pasta.
Yeah, he just he just filed documents to trademark Hovino. Just
I like it.
Little Hova, I guess. And for the use, you see the goods and services for restaurant and cafe services. So this is kind of the beginning of what you do when you have a good idea, you want to market it. Clearly, it looks like we may have Hovino restaurants coming to New
I would
York
say a
soon.
wine bar.
Wine bar would be
Ooh,
interesting.
maybe a wine bar.
Hovino would be perfect. Yeah,
Can
I
they
mean,
serve lemonade cocktails?
It'd have to.
At the wine bar?
Or
they
lemonade.
should.
Well, I mean, it'll be Jay-Z's, so it's like you would think they would have lemonade, but he may just bar it and he'd just be like, no lemonade. What if he's just like, I hate lemonade?
You know what? He has a couple of reasons to hate lemonade.
Yeah.
So
My worry
Maybe not.
is that it's going to be completely vegan because him and Beyonce went on that big vegan kick.
that's right.
Yeah.
Don't
so,
be worried. It'll probably still be delicious.
Don't say vegan and delicious in the same word.
Can't use
Same
those
sentence.
two words in
Yeah.
the same sentence.
No,
around
but
here.
so listen, you can have a few vegan dishes, just sprinkle in,
Yeah.
but then like have real food for the rest of us.
Real food. Yeah, my aunt calls it bird food.
Bird food, yes.
It's vegan.
Birds are delicious food.
That is. It's not vegan, but it's
Not
true.
vegan. But yeah, so no news on when he's breaking ground or anything, but it's
Still exciting.
pretty interesting, yeah.
I really hope that he opens a restaurant and like performs in it sometimes.
Yeah.
He probably won't, but like that's my dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best.
This is probably my
video of the
favorite
day, yeah.
video
This is great.
of the entire week.
Good to be Lil Wayne.
It's really good to be Lil Wayne. That guy, he just
I mean, besides the medical issues, but other than that, other than that, he's doing great. He hosted
seems
the.
very happy though.
Yeah,
I'll say
absolutely.
that.
Yeah, he hosted the AVNs, or he performed at the AVNs over the weekend. This is the Adult Video News Awards, big porn convention and award show in Las Vegas. And it's so funny. He invited all the porn stars to come up to the stage during his performance, and it got weird real quick.
To say
Ow! Oh, you look awesome. You look awesome, man. Oh, my God. Hey, yo, T-Lou. I died and went to heaven, T-Lou. What? Let's go. What we say go?
She want a photo.
You already know, though. You only live once. That's why my nigga yellow when we bought it every day.
Sitting on the bench.
Can you believe people actually get paid? He literally got paid to do that.
to stand there and let all of these gorgeous porn stars just let him die and go to heaven, as he said.
He had a good time.
Sing probably one of my favorite songs. And he was singing it like in a different octave. He was so excited. He was just like, you already know that.
Octaves didn't even come into play at that point. He was just like, he forgot everything. Good for Lil Wayne. Glad to see he's doing well. Actually, because the last we heard of him, I think he was having another health scare. So I think it's good that he's performing. He's doing well. Clearly having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those ladies he hung out with afterwards, but I'm sure it was a fun after party. So what will we learn from this?
I don't want to imagine that.
Yeah.
Just do more than one.
Yeah. So congrats, Lil Wayne.
Good for him.
Anything else that you saw that you liked today?
I don't know if there was anything else on our list. I'm pretty excited about. We had some David Beckham photos yesterday. If you guys haven't seen those, go
Did
check
he
them
have
out.
his shirt off?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm interested.
I mean, that's why I was interested.
Absolutely.
I don't know about everybody else, but
yeah, check that out on The Blast. We have some great photos, some cool videos going up. And also, on a more serious note, keep checking back for more updates on Mark Salling. Obviously, like Mike said earlier, this is a fluid story. There's a lot changing, a lot breaking as we're going on about the day. So we will keep you updated with everything we know. And make sure and follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. What did we? Subscribe
to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. What else? Oh, share us on Apple News.
Yes.
And anything else that you can do to help would be great. Support us.
Share this video
Pick up
with
the
your
phone.
friends.
Yeah. Order
And
me
we-
some lunch, and
Yes,
we'll
that
be
would
good
be
to go.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.